Hello, my name is Reem and I'm a speech therapist with Great Speech. In this video, I'm going to discuss how to have more successful communication with someone who has aphasia. This video is for caregivers, family, or friends of someone who has aphasia. Aphasia means difficulty in communication, perhaps due to a stroke, brain injury, or other changes to the brain. Aphasia can impact a person's ability to speak, understand, write, and read. This can cause a lot of frustration when trying to communicate, but it's important to remember that a person with aphasia is still the same person they were before the injury. They're just now having trouble understanding or communicating their message. So I'm going to teach you some tips for communication with someone with aphasia. And as I am telling you these tips, I'll also have them available in written form, show up on the screen so that you can see them clearly as well. And I will do that now. If you communicate with someone with aphasia, it's important to respect the person by involving them in the conversation. Be supportive and encouraging, and communicate in a relaxed environment to reduce stressful situations. To help the individual understand what you're trying to say, try to establish the topic before starting. So saying something like, "I want to talk to you about what I heard on the news this morning," is much more helpful than just jumping straight into the story. You may need to shorten the conversation or use simpler words because comprehension and speaking could be exhausting for the individual. And you may need to repeat statements when necessary. Finally, it's important to paraphrase periodically during conversation. So saying something like, "So far, you've told me this, this, and this," helps the person keep track of the conversation. Or, "So far, we've talked about this. Do you have any questions about that?" Something like that where you summarize or paraphrase here and there really does help create a successful conversation. When listening to a person with aphasia, give the individual ample time to express their thoughts, as they may be having trouble finding their words. Understand that the individual may have some errors. For example, they might say hot when they mean cold, or restaurant when they mean refrigerator. Even though those errors are present, resist the urge to finish the person's statements unless they request this. So don't speak for them because it could lead to some frustration, unless they do ask you to do so. Finally, if you're having trouble understanding their meaning, you can encourage them to use writing, drawing, gesturing to aid their communication. All of these things are forms of expression. You can ask yes or no questions to clarify something, or give the individuals options to help them communicate their message or to clarify again. Did you mean to say hot or did you mean to say cold? And that'll help clarify the message a little bit in conversation. So I hope you found these tips to be helpful. Great speech therapists work hard with clients, but we also work hard with family and friends because they're extremely important to ensure successful communication in the person's daily life, at home, out and about, and that's the goal. That's the goal, is to have successful communication for all. So I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you benefited from this video, and stay tuned for more. If you'd like more information, please feel free to visit greatspeech.com. Bye-bye.